Team Europe has the edge, but who will take the title? The All-Star Cup here on ITV1 tomorrow from midday.
F1 on ITV, sponsored by Shell V-Power. Fuel developed with Ferrari.
Sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special what's behind your back. Yeah. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Yeah. Take up to the bridge. You ready?
Yeah. Away they go.
Sexy back. Yeah.
On board with Jenson Button. Starting up the inside, David Coulthard. Jenson Button is moved up into 5th place. He's looking strong here. Jenson is flying in 2nd place. Is it too soon to start talking about the first Grand Prix victory of Jenson Button? He's done it! Jenson Button wins the Hungarian Grand Prix! Get in there!
After 113 starts, Jenson Button at last becomes a Grand Prix winner in Hungary. And from his point of view and the point of view of his team, it was possibly the perfect time for the sport to take a 3-week break. But now it's back with the Turkish Grand Prix here in Istanbul. Alonso versus Schumacher reaches round 14. And can Jenson Button continue to reach new heights after his breakthrough in Budapest?
The win for me was very special, and that's the... that feeling will never go away. You know, I'll always have that in the back of my mind, knowing that I've won my first Grand Prix, and also the experience of the whole weekend. You know, it was a dream victory, coming through from 14th to 1st.
After all the adrenaline of Hungary, the main Formula One news of the intervening 3 weeks came in the Court of Appeal, where the mass damper system used by several teams, but principally by Renault, was finally ruled illegal. The system, designed to help stabilise the car, but with a lot of benefits in terms of suspension performance, was ruled to be a moving aerodynamic device. Renault conceded that it was a significant blow.
I think the hit that we've taken has hurt us a little bit in the last 2 races. I think it will hurt us again here. Each time to a lesser extent as we get a little bit closer to re-optimising. But I do hope that by Monza we're back in the hunt.
But we waited to see if they would struggle in qualifying for this Turkish Grand Prix, for which the commentators are Martin Brundle and James Allen.
Well, we've got our 6th different pole sitter of the 2006 season, Felipe Massa, his first ever pole in Formula One. Schumacher's been quick, but he blew it in qualifying. It's an all-Ferrari front row then, and an all-Renault second row. Both teams totally performing in qualifying. Alonso in front of Fisichella. Heidfeld outstanding in the BMW. Jenson Button is right there for Honda. I don't know if he can win this one. Raikkonen pole sitter for the last 2 Grand Prix, but slightly off the pace in qualifying here, with Kubica alongside him. Webber and Klein punching well above their weight into the top 10. Della Rosa and Trulli both mystified as to how they missed out on the top 10. Barrichello and Rosberg both underperformed in the knockout sessions. Ralf Schumacher qualified 5th, but had to drop 10 places because he changed an engine. David Coulthard had a nightmare in qualifying. Speed out-qualifies Liuzzi on row 9. Montero in the Midland and Yamamoto in the Super Aguri, who out-qualifies teammate Sato. Christian Albers was quick in the Midland, but he had to drop 10 places for changing an engine as well.
The Istanbul Park for the Turkish Grand Prix, 5.4 kilometres, one of only 3 anti-clockwise circuits on the Grand Prix calendar, along with Imola and Brazil. Its favoured designer Hermann Tilke's 4th all-new Grand Prix circuit, and comfortably his best. Despite being only the 2nd Turkish Grand Prix, one corner has already entered Formula One legend. Last year we said turn 8 was not a good enough name for this magnificent corner. We had to think of another. Well, we haven't. It's still called turn 8. And it starts right here at 180 miles an hour as the cars hit the tarmac. It's a quadruple apex corner, but they tend to ignore the first one and head towards the outside, still bouncing along the ground. But then they must kiss the next 3 very accurately. And there's a lot of bumps in there too, so the car starts to move around. And when it's fully loaded, the tyres, the chassis and the driver's neck are working overtime. We see many drivers just spat off to the outside as they get it wrong. You have to get all 4 parts of it right every lap. Sometimes it's thrilling and rewarding, other times it's daunting and humiliating.
Hello everybody. Well, this Istanbul Park track was an instant hit last year with its sweeping corners and overtaking opportunities. And certainly a year on, it's lost none of its appeal. 58 laps then of this Grand Prix. The anticipation almost unbearable. The start, watch out for Schumacher on the right, Massa on the left, Alonso behind him.
In the pit lane, we could have done it. Not always the purpose can be fulfilled, and this is racing, and this is what happened. Anyway, the most important thing is that we know we can do 1-2 in all the remaining races, and still winning the both championship. So for sure we are not 100% happy.
A lot of questions being put the way of Michael Schumacher in the minutes that followed the race. Were you surprised that he struggled to get past Fernando in the last few laps when he did seem to have superior pace?
We all know how difficult it is to overtake in Formula One. You clearly see that in turn 8, even if maybe he had a better package, and he was losing a lot because of the slipstream, and then he was struggling to get closer at the very end of the circuit. In a couple of moments, he went close to get past him. He couldn't do it. That's racing. Next race, I think we can make it. We have new things to come.
Good.
Both for Monza and for the last 3 overseas racing. We are confident. We are sure that the opponents are very, very strong. Alonso did a fantastic race. He took the opportunity, even if maybe they had not a better package today, but they took the opportunity.
Great entertainment today. Thank you very much indeed, Luca. Before we go, we'll give you one more last chance at our ITV F1 competition.
This weekend, Royal Bank of Scotland are giving you the chance to win a trip to the Italian Grand Prix on the 9th and 10th of September. The prize is for you and a friend, and you'll receive flight and 4 nights accommodation at a 4-star hotel in Milan.
And if that's not enough, once you get to the track, Sir Jackie Stewart will be taking you on a guided tour of the Williams garage. You'll also get to have breakfast with the great man, where you can discuss race tactics over a bowl of porridge.
So to be in with a chance of winning this great prize,